Testing. Testing. Live stream will start in 5 minutes. Hello, guys. We have about two some odd minutes until 8 p.m. So just getting set up for the meantime. All right, guys. I can see it's now 8 p.m. PST. So, hey, guys, welcome back to the Cash Vault channel. And also, um, well, not also. You guys definitely know what this live stream is all about, if according to the title. We're going to be doing some more of, once again, Onward VR mission log recording playbacks of a little overview review of each mission and some reacting in a way. For those of you just tuning in, hello. Okay, I got my chat open. I see Scott Appliers here. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Nice to see you too. So without further ado, let's head on to the videos then, shall we? And quit the talking. So let's share the screen, share sound. Okay, we are good to go.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
What's up,
He
guys?
used a James
Delta
Bond
7
quote.
back tonight. We're here for another Onward round on Suburbia Day. Here on evac mode this time on the new 2.0 update. Anxious to see what evac looks like. Remember, guys, the primary objective is to survive until Chopper arrives and try to escape.
Okay.
Not about hunt or the numbers.
But a lot of teammates still don't seem to.
So just for that, I'm gonna try and stay hidden as much as I could.
These new AI enemies on the 2.0 update.
Sometimes they
sure,
spawn right on over in this corner.
They sure have been on more concentrated alert since the big update.
Mag looks alright. Foregrip on this AK-12 actually looks pretty sick.
Yeah, it actually looks
It
like
looks
a
better
real.
than the foregrips looked in the old 1-point versions.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pause it there for a moment. So, yeah, when as you guys noticed, the foregrip on that gun that I was using, the foregrips and some of the secondary attachments for these weapons, they actually look more realistic and, more badass or sick looking, than what they used to look like in the old 1-point versions. In those ones, they looked kind of cheapo, like you can pick pieces of plastic out of a dump and just glue it together in a way. While as these look like they came from real steel stuff, like from bike or motorcycle handles. I mean, it's like I said in here, pretty sick. I thought for a second he said boned. No, no. He said Bond. He says, I mean, he said right at the beginning when I started recording, he said, name is Bond, James Bond. Yeah, that's pretty funny though. Even the sight scopes on these guns have upgraded better too.
The sandbag corner.
The sandbags corner.
Wonder how much more time till X-File.
20 seconds.
20 seconds and we'll know where the chopper hits. Or lands, I should say.
The animated graphics of that fiery burnt window in the house, that's actually been there.
Ah, the window house is on fire!
That's actually been there for a long time, since like 1.13.3, I believe. So it's been around for a while. It's not very new. Oh gosh, I'm blinking out.
Dude, that was the
I gotta
craziest
syringe
grenade
myself.
I've ever seen.
There's the chopper. Okay, just battling through the playground. I don't think
Wait,
I
are you
should go
down
back.
again?
Oh, why did I go back?
Oh shit.
Oh gosh. That was a very risky move. It's like, come on, don't get shot, don't get shot.
I'm going for it. We made it. We made it. We made it.
Nice, nice. Yeah, so overall, that mission was not bad. At least we got a victory, so the objective was made. Um, so now it looks like this game should have a single player story mode so that people can enjoy the game without multiplayer. That is exactly what a lot of players have been saying over the years since, over the years since the 1 point, number systems have been growing over the years. Many people have been disappointed that this game did not come with a single player like, survivor mode, or it hasn't come with a story mode like, a whole story behind the game. Um, because I think it's just meant to be more realistic in real life. Because like in real life, if you were drafted in the military, especially in like combat, you know, there would not be a whole story always behind it unless a story was told about things that happened during the time that you've been drafted, like what kind of war was going on, what kind of global issue was going on, and then you would just be stepped into battle or right into training. There wouldn't be a whole story thing to accomplish. It's like, what things could you get? Could you grab more weapons in your inventory or all of that stuff? Who knows what this next who knows what the next big update is going to get. I mean, in the 2 point versions, they're definitely not going to add a story mode in this whole one. Maybe when the next huge 3.0 gets updated in the future, but that only remains to be seen. Maybe in the next big update, well, yeah, that remains to be seen, Scott. So, anyway, we are going to pause this for now and then head back into the library, get rid of this video. So, yeah, that was Suburbia during the day on evac mode. Evac still looks kind of about the same. The chopper's still kind of the same, except for its different landing points you get now on the X-File location. Um, the only thing that's just different is really the enemies most of the time. I mean, the different avatars, male and female, it's really gotten that sophisticated. Unlike many other versions that came before it, they all looked like the same kind of like bots. They all looked like men. They all had the same design. So it was definitely easy back then to know the difference between the enemy and the allies. Now you got to be absolutely careful. So now onto this video. I don't know exactly what mission this was, but we will see once we start playing it.
Ammo box right here.
Delta 07 back today, guys, and we are here on fucking Suburbia again.
Oh, this is Suburbia again.
And we've got two freaking
But this is on hunt mode, not evac.
fucking enemies on the count. And we gotta take down like an entire war-like, then a battle-like round.
Yeah, you can tell
So
from the
this
more
could feel
cursing I was
endless.
doing in this
might
one.
be like 20 minutes or something.
I was definitely pissed. Especially with seeing the fact of how many enemies we had to go through. Because, pause it for a moment. Because a quick note, one of the updates they had put in this big 2.0 update is they were bringing back, some content of the older 1 point versions, like before 1.13, which was the option of like about assigning 128 enemies for a hunt mode. But then they got rid of that because that was having too many bugs, like too many bots at the same time. So then when they got that out, they had brought back locations around the map that you can check on your data pad of ammo crates where you can stack up on more ammo and supplies, so it's kind of endless in a way. And not just 128 is the max anymore. The maximum now is 512, and that's like a war. That's not even a battle. And that kind of a round is super endless, but we were spawning on like 256. They tried to make it more flexible and all that, so it's not too much and it's not like too little because they want the round to kind of last for probably a good half hour or so, or depending on how fast we get through it. But, just because the numbers say like 256 doesn't really mean it's exactly 256. That could really just mean 138 or 160, something pretty close to it, because, that's so much metadata that it's calculating at the same time over your strong internet connection you have to have. Call of Duty is basically the same thing, and most Call of Duty games have single player story modes. Yeah, well, this is kind of like Call of Duty, except the story modes. So that's what kind of makes this a little not as popular as Call of Duty. But at the same time, people like this one over Call of Duty because you can just step right into the action after doing some training and getting used to the handling the game. But yeah, I do see your point there. All right. I kept eyeing
Definitely
that
these
corner.
weapons, some of them look very different than they used to be, but it's nice.
That's the good old.
But as they
PN.
spawn, they still appear like they're frickin' ghosts. That part hasn't changed.
Yeah, the way they spawn is still the same. They appear out of
They
nowhere
can sometimes
in certain spots, like they're ghosts.
jump scare you at surprise.
Because after all, they have to get into the round somehow.
God, this is a hot spot where I'm at.
Tell them to hurry up and get here.
Good thing I
like,
was checking around the
don't even
house.
bother putting down that aiming arm. You might as well keep it up because they're gonna keep coming. They're gonna keep coming.
School bus, school bus. No, no.
A school bus. Right on the magic school bus. A school bus field trip that went wrong.
Almost out. I see the chain running low.
Yeah, I'm almost out of ammo in there. It'll be time to reload soon.
It's lagging a little bit on my screen.
Yeah, see that? It was like right there by that barrier just before the gray car. An enemy, of course, all in black and a black figure, just appeared like that out of nowhere like a ghost. That's exactly the example that I was talking about. So you always gotta watch out for those bastards.
Gotta reload.
Alright, reloading. Take the top off, load in the chain, close it up, and then pull back the hammer. And you're good to go. Oh gosh, I'm blinking
And I'm
out.
blinking to death.
Syringe, quick.
Had to syringe myself in a frickin' hurry.
Boy, I have not let my guard
God, I
down
gotta
yet.
find cover.
At this point now,
I think it's lagging on my side a little bit, guys, because of the data it's taking up to record.
yeah, maybe
Like,
that's
see,
what's
he came
going
out
on.
of nowhere. And they're coming in too fast. They're coming in too fast.
They're coming in too fast. Like the scene in the original Star Wars film with the TIE fighters. They're coming in too fast.
I gotta reload again. Down to my last mag.
Down
It'll
to
be
the
time to
last
pick up
mag.
either more mags at another ammo crate somewhere,
Yeah,
or just another weapon off
that
of
is
enemies.
what would happen. Even with this huge update that has happened here, it hasn't changed the players one bit. They all still behave the same like they
Yeah, get some.
did during the times before 2.0.
Down to 142. Jeez.
It's a trap.
This is crazy.
Exactly. And
See,
look
how did
close
that
he
enemy
was.
right there just appear out of nowhere? And now I'm finally down.
I'm finally shot.
Delta
One
down.
more ammo.
Shot to the ground.
Delta down.
Get Delta up.
On the hike.
Boy, these
I don't
enemies
want to
have
take
sure
so long
gotten
since
more
I'm on a live
powerful.
stream. Thanks.
Yeah, but I think I go down again soon. Oh gosh. I think,
God, I'm completely out.
again, I got shot through the fence.
How are they able to shoot through the damn fence? I'm telling you, this game is super unrealistic. Still, they haven't perfected the fence shields.
Yeah, I mean, like, the walls and the corners of the house and structures,
And
the
I can't tell
fences,
how
the
many more
bushes,
enemies there are.
they still haven't made that like a full protected shield. They can still shoot through that
Man,
like
they
it's
just keep
complete
swarming
fake.
in. I'm down once again. Fuck, this just sucks.
No, that's
Ever
not
since
what
they were
happened.
able to
the
make the
dead
max
body
count
on the
guys up
ground
to
was
like
really
more than
my
32,
avatar.
it's
I mean,
completely
as a
sucked.
player still viewing this in the VR,
There
you
were
can
a
still
couple
look
of
around
bugs
like
already
this
that I am
when it's
noticing.
black and white.
They
Because see, when it's in this view and I'm looking just all around in black and white and I can see my avatar's dead body, I can still use hands to grapple and probably like touch over it. That's really me. That's not another person. That's how weird some of the that's one of the weird graphics of how this game is. So that's not another person, that's me.
still haven't perfected the look of the enemies just appearing out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's still my big argument about this game. Enemies still
The
appearing
thing is,
out of nowhere
they
at
should have
some
them all
points.
spawn at the same time at different hidden hiding points.
Yeah, well, that would have been more realistic that way.
Not just keep appearing like ghosts from like Call of Duty Ghosts or something like that.
Okay, I think I
That's
already
completely lame.
overstated that point.
I'm telling you, it's other military games like Call of Duty and Skyrim and such like that that keep getting references
Well,
for this game.
well, the
if
ones that
makes
came
sense.
first, even they got referenced
It completely
off of something
sucks, guys.
before them.
Just looking around, all bored. My gun is completely out. Gotta survive off of secondhand apparel.
Secondhand apparel.
God, this sucks. An iron sight? You
An
gotta be
iron
fucking
sight.
kidding me.
It's like aiming using your naked eye as a sight. Not even a
Ha!
scope to help you.
Took him a few shots.
Yeah, like, see that? I was struggling with that iron sight AKM. Well, no, that was the AKM. I think I was using an SKS.
Down. My own grenade.
Okay, I got him up with
My
P.
arm off.
I got him up
I'm
with D.
fucked. I need a syringe.
One guy over here with me. One guy on me.
We're in
I'm
trouble.
blinking.
We're in trouble. Oh my god, we are in trouble.
Mm-hmm, we sure were.
Right side, right side, right side.
And all that time we
I
didn't
tell
make
you
it.
guys,
It
they
was a
made too
defeat.
many fucking enemies.
I agree. So, again, guys, I think that was the one round out of I think that was the one round out of all the 4 that I had on here right now that I probably cursed the most because I was trying to nail that game on even experience difficulty, and it's just gameplay frustration when you keep losing all the time and then you start to not get happy at all. So, yep. But then that's when the focus really lacks. You got to remain focused by because I think with this game, it's not really physical because it's VR. I mean, it is a little physical because you've got to actually bend down with your body to like have your avatar duck in the game for cover and such like that. But it's mostly mental. This game can get really emotional on you, and you got to keep your emotions in check. Otherwise, you could lose focus, and that's exactly how you die more or easily. So, yep, it's not exactly for everyone out there. I mean, not everyone. I still think not every single person in the world can handle a game like this. I mean, first of all, you have to be like probably not so physically beat because it requires standing up, um, turning around like, 360 degree with your body. You got to do probably some ducking, maybe some being on your knees, using your arms. In other words, you got to be like physically healthy. Um, a good idea to keep practicing. Exactly. I mean, there are a couple modes in the menu where you don't have to go in and do missions on multiplayer. You could also just go back to the firing range for shooting practice, or you can even do some just single player. Do these missions as single player, which means no other multiplayer can step in your tent, only you, and it's only you in the round. Maybe maybe I'll do some of those sometime in the future and just do mission logs on single player instead of with multi, just to see how it goes as an experiment and see if it's any better. Because I know sometimes these people, they sometimes just like to fart around or they screw around instead of actually doing the objective or playing the game because, there are still some kids that, sneak their way into here and, some of them are squeaky voices, they're yellers, and they just say a bunch of random crap. But that can't always be helped. So this is going to be the third out of fourth that we're doing tonight. So here's video 3.
You alert to our presence.
Again, suburbia. But this is at
I
night.
heard that one.
Good day.
So
Shield guy, I would just
white
stay on the
phosphor,
stairs,
night vision
honestly.
on.
They did hear that. Okay.
Delta
Yeah, no, they're
07
coming.
back tonight, and we're here for another onward round. And looks like we got about 255 enemies. They finally raised up the enemy
Light
count
work.
ever since 2.0.
Mhm.
Anyways, we're here on Suburbia Night. Got different avatar players now, which
Oh,
is pretty
shit.
cool. We're already
Oop,
getting
oop, oop,
shot
oop.
at, so
From my
get back to
view,
you guys
that
on the
almost
flip
looked
side.
like I shot
Does
one
anyone
of my
have
players.
defibrillators per chance?
I do.
It's good.
I
But
had
no.
defibs. Thank you.
I got
Thank
him.
you so much. Yeah.
Well, I can now say at least
freaky
got
now.
3
They can
over by
speak
the
English.
house.
It is very freaky.
I'm freaked out.
Flank them! I think I heard something. When will they ever start having American accents?
Yeah, right. Why can't they ever have just
Oh, shit.
normal American accents instead of sounding so foreign from somewhere else?
A lot of chicks down there.
Let me get him. I got defibs.
Even though it's fictional and kind of a combination of different accents, like it's all made
Oh
up
my
and
God.
such, it's still a combination of countries from around the world, obviously, because they're influenced by them. It's
Wait,
like,
was that one of us?
when are the
Oh, thank
developers
God,
of this
no.
game
I don't
gonna
know.
finally start putting in accents that sound like a
See,
normal
they all
American
look.
person?
See, they look like us now. It's
and
hard to
not
tell.
like
Fuck.
they're from a terrorist country.
I'm still used to them being all like one person.
Some have even argued about that. It's like, oh no, are people starting to make
I'm still
judgments
used to
saying
them all
that
looking like
Onward
zombies.
is now racist? But I don't quite see that. It's just how they made the bots.
238.
And if you think about it,
this is hilarious.
they changed their accents
No, no.
in this 2.0
We did
to do a
256.
different variety voices. They don't all have the
Should be
same
fine.
accent and the same kind of
We are the
voice tone
pros here.
anymore. So they're trying to be more
survived.
inclusive
I need to reload.
of, more other diverse countries,
very
They
hard.
move
not
faster
just
too. It's
focusing
weird.
on one part of the
I
planet.
know. And look, if it starts to lag, don't worry. It's just the game.
Yeah, they're up to
It's
speed
really
now.
that laggy.
Yeah, it kind of does look black and white when it's in white phosphor
Oh
night
my
vision.
god, they're outside.
I should have done a green phosphor
Oh,
that looks like all green instead of all white.
Yo, why aren't you shooting, Shield Boy?
Shield
gotta
boy,
fight
you
your
ain't
brother.
shooting anything. Even though he's got a
I'm doing
hand
all the
pistol,
rifle work next to you.
because most of his job is holding the shield for protection.
Like you're supposed to. One's gonna
Yeah,
war
but a
games
little
like
help
this.
could be nice too.
And Call of Duty take place in other
We can
countries
throw down
because
the
it's
shield
war.
and we go
Most
mine.
war nowadays are not in America.
play the game.
Yeah, well, I suppose.
Why are you saying Triple H?
game.
Why are you saying-
I was singing a Motorhead song right there called "Time to Play the Game." That is a good
And if
metal
you
song,
Motorhead
actually.
fans,
Why'd you throw your shield down there?
Motorhead.
Leave the real. Oh my god.
Get him!
Yo,
This guy.
that was
Guess what happened?
He walked downstairs.
Boy, we're causing a pile of a bloodbath down those stairs.
I'm out. I'm out. Fuck.
Okay, see how it's now more concentrated black and white? That means my avatar's finally shot down.
That's a mag. Okay.
Hurry, one
Now
by
I
the
have to
stairs.
wait for
That's enough.
revival.
She's coming up. She's coming up.
Okay, now I'm up.
She is not coming up.
She was.
Oh my
I'm dead.
god,
Oh
I'm
my God,
lagging
down.
so much. It's getting choppy.
Oh yeah, now I can see the lagginess on the live stream.
It's just you. It's just you. Another one.
I thought it would only lag on
Just
my
two.
end
I
on the
think we- I
VR
think
when
we-
I was recording. I mean, a lot of metadata is.
It was all smooth
being used
before.
when
Why
that
is it getting
happens.
choppy?
And
that
we
was
got
fucked
another
up.
defeat. Yeah, that was fucked up. Oh well. All right, so that was the second to the last. We've got one more video for tonight, and then we're gonna end it there because it's almost been about 30 minutes now. Let's see how long this video is. It's only 3 minutes. Okay. So anyway, guys, that one, it's very interesting still when it comes to like using night vision on nighttime modes for maps. Because there are different like phosphor or color tones that you can apply for your night vision. And that is like green, red, amber yellow, or white, what they call phosphor. And so what that means is that kind of color is the concentration of your vision. Anything of light you're supposed to see in your night vision would be in the shade of those 4 different colors you can choose from. Mine was white, and that's what you saw in the last round. If I probably chose the normal default green phosphor night vision, that does look more like army night vision. So maybe I'll try that next time I use it, and you guys can see what I mean. Frame rate is terrible right now. Yeah, I saw that lagging. Sorry about that. I mean, I can't help that. It's the speed. Even my Ethernet is connected. Maybe that was just from the video, because the video I was playing had lagging frames when that was going on. Okay, so for the last one, here we go. Okay, finally a new map.
Shit.
Holy cow.
This is kind of like what Downfall looks like, but desert.
I mean, was
That's what I'm
that
saying, it looks
lightning
completely
that I
different.
saw that kept flashing?
Oh, this is dope. Oh, there's ammo boxes everywhere.
Oh, look at this map.
White phosphor night vision
is
again.
nuts.
Yeah, that's like lightning flashes I keep seeing.
Gonna pause it there for a moment. So yeah, this is one of the new custom maps, especially made for this big 2.0 update. It's kind of similar to an old map that used to be available in the older versions of the 1.0. That used to be called Tanglewood, and it was all like forest or jungle. But this is kind of like part jungle, kind of forest, but it's looks kind of more of like an ancient ruined temple with some structure that's similar to that sandy Middle Eastern looking country map called Downfall. So I can definitely see this is one of the new maps they created that was influenced off of adding combination of elements from other maps before. So this is not entirely pure new, if you know what I mean.
There's an ammo box right here.
I got flash. I got right. I got right.
I got left.
Watch those
I can't hear
crossfire,
you.
guys.
I can't see anything. I got smoke there.
I should go with the other guy. I shouldn't leave him alone.
Good thinking.
Right here.
Them two are together. I don't think I should leave you alone.
One more.
Yeah, splitting up into even teams is two.
You want to get more ammo?
Better chance of survival that way.
By the way, guys, Delta 07 back tonight, and this is one of the new maps in the new 2.0 update. It's called Overgrowth. And it kind of reminds me of a mixture of Gates of Hell and Old Tanglewood.
Yeah, this map.
Boy, everything is just happening so fast.
I like how you can still take off things from dead bodies stuff, not just get from crates.
They made
That's a
co-op
funny
way
one.
better, bro.
Oh, damn. I
Yeah,
think
it's
the
like they
frames are
combined everything
lagging
from
once
old
again.
to new and mixed it together.
Oh, gosh. I hate how that's happening on the other end.
Shit, too
I have
bad.
no idea.
Rescue mission now.
Everything is smooth on my end.
They're up. Lately, the standby for scan has been frozen.
They're good.
Get them.
Behind us.
Get them!
Nice.
Yeah, a victory at last. All right, guys. Well, all right, guys. Well, that's going to be all of the videos for tonight. That's all of them that I had archived in my library right now, 4 out of 4, which means that the next time it'll be new recorded mission logs, not just stacked up and archived from history. But what I am thinking for the next live stream is not another one of these, but probably one of those like DIY either hack kind of live streams, or it could be on a video, or maybe even a short, depending on how long it's going to be. So anyway, it's going to be maybe another DIY hack of maybe something technical, something from probably online, something to set up on a computer, or possibly something related in the DJ world. Maybe something to do with your controllers, something to do with your equipment, or how for a setup, whatever it will be. So it'll be in the next post that I'll make. It'll explain the more details of what'll be next. So thank you guys for tuning in. It's now, wow, 8:35 p.m. So that was 35 minutes worth of a live stream. So don't forget, guys, if you've missed this live stream and chat, don't forget to put your comments down below when you watch this archived in my lives playlist. So it'll be right there. And don't forget to press that like button down there and show some love. It really helps a lot. So that is going to be all for tonight. I am Cash Vault, and I will see you guys on the next one. So have a nice night. I'm going to leave this open and on to make sure that it successfully ends on the other side, because last time I was cut off when I ended it too soon. So thank you guys again for tuning in. See you guys next time.